Ode to Autumn. A masterpiece by John Keats. John Keats' Ode to Autumn is perhaps his most celebrated and flawless poem. Written on the 19th of September 1819 in the quiet town of Winchester. It was first published a year later in 1820. This timeless ode is structured in 3 stanzas of 11 lines each. Written in flowing iambic pentameter, 5 beats per line. Each stanza begins with a gentle ABAB rhyme pattern, followed by unique closing schemes, CDADCCA in the first, CDACDDA in the second and third stanzas. But beyond its structure lies deep meaning. Autumn, in this poem, is more than just a season. It symbolizes maturity, the fullness of life, and the quiet approach of death. Yet Keats doesn't mourn this transition. Instead, he finds beauty and harmony in it. There's a perfect union between the ideal and the real, between life and its inevitable end. The poem celebrates nature's cycle, how the ending of one season holds the quiet promise of renewal. Just like the passing of a day, autumn hints at both completion and rebirth. Ode to Autumn is not just a poem, it's a meditation on life, death, and the eternal rhythm of nature. The central theme of Ode to Autumn is the natural cycle of life, captured through the changing face of the season. The poem explores 3 distinct aspects of autumn: its fruitfulness, its labor, and its gentle decline. Each stanza reflects a different phase of autumn. The first stanza celebrates abundance and ripeness, early autumn, when nature overflows with fruit and grain. The second stanza focuses on the hard work and stillness of mid-autumn, fields being harvested, the labor of the season almost complete. The final stanza brings a quiet acceptance of the season's end, hinting at the coming of winter. It is the autumn of life, calm and reflective. This progression mirrors not only the passage of the seasons, but also the journey of a single day. From the freshness of morning, to the warmth of afternoon, and finally to the soft fading of dusk. Keats beautifully captures the idea that every end holds its own grace, and that even in decline, there is richness, beauty, and peace. Season of mists and mellow fruitfulness.
Autumn is a time when the air is misty and fruits are ripe.
Close bosom friend of the maturing sun.
Autumn is a close friend of the sun as it gets lower and softer,
Conspiring with him how to load and bless.
Autumn and the sun work together to make nature full and rich.
With fruit the vines that round the thatch eaves run.
They fill the vines with fruit around the roofs of houses.
To bend with apples the mossed cottage trees.
Apple trees near homes become heavy with fruit and bend down.
And fill all fruit with ripeness to the core.
Every fruit becomes ripe all the way through.
To swell the gourd, and plump the hazel shells.
Pumpkins and nuts grow bigger and fuller.
With a sweet kernel, to set budding more.
The inside, seeds, become sweet, new flowers still keep blooming.
And still more, later flowers for the bees.
Late flowers grow so bees can keep working.
Until they think warm days will never cease.
Bees think warm weather will last forever.
For summer has overbrimmed their clammy cells.
Summer fill their sticky hives with too much honey.
Who hath not seen thee oft amid thy store?
Who hasn't seen autumn in the middle of all the harvest?
Sometimes whoever seeks abroad may find.
If someone walks outside, they might see
thee sitting careless on a granary floor.
autumn resting in a barn after work.
Thy hair soft lifted by the winnowing wind.
The wind gently lifts your hair as grains are cleaned.
Or on a half-reaped furrow sound asleep.
Or maybe autumn is sleeping in a half-cut field.
Drowsed with the fume of poppies, while thy hook.
Sleepy from the smell of poppy flowers, with your harvesting tool in hand.
Spares the next swath and all its twined flowers.
You leave some flowers uncut as you rest.
And sometimes like a gleaner thou dost keep.
Sometimes you look like a woman collecting leftover grains.
Steady thy laden head across a brook.
You walk with your head heavy with crops, across a stream.
Or by a cider press, with patient look.
Or you sit by the machine making juice from apples.
Thou watchest the last oozings hours by hours.
You calmly watch the final drops of juice coming out.
Where are the songs of spring? Aye, where are they?
Where are the cheerful songs of spring now?
Think not of them, thou hast thy music too.
Don't worry, autumn has its own beautiful sounds.
While barred clouds bloom the soft dying day.
Clouds with lines appear in the sky as the day ends gently.
and touch the stubble plains with rosy hue.
The setting sun gives pink color to the empty fields.
Then in a wailful choir the small gnats mourn.
Little insects buzz together like a sad song.
Among the river sallows, borne aloft,
They fly around willow trees by the river.
or sinking as the light wind lives or dies.
They go up and down as the wind changes.
And full-grown lambs loud bleat from Healy born.
Grown sheep make noise from the hills.
Hedge crickets sing, and now with treble soft.
Crickets in the hedges chirp softly.
The redbreast whistles from a garden croft.
A robin bird sings from a small garden.
And gathering swallows twitter in the skies.
Birds get ready to leave and chirp in the sky.
Poetic devices in Ode to Autumn. Imagery. Keats is famous for creating rich, vivid sensory imagery, pictures we can see, hear, smell, or feel. Personification. Autumn is not just a season, it's described like a living, breathing person. Alliteration. The repetition of consonant sounds adds musical quality. Symbolism. Autumn equals maturity, calmness, and approaching end of life.